This is Glenn Rice with Clearview Sewer Cams. We're located at 2805 Partridge Avenue, Los Angeles, California, 90039. Today is May 6th, 2022. We're performing a video sewer inspection through a 3-inch ABS mainline sewer cleanout located at the far rear right-hand corner of the property, just at the rear of the ADU here, just outside the bathroom. This is our bathroom window here for the what appears to be a rear ADU unit. This is the rear of our property here, and this goes out towards the front of the property there. And we do have another mainline sewer clean out approximately 50 to 60 feet in front of us there, but we're going to try to push through here so that we can see everything. And again, this is our 3-inch ABS sewer line mainline clean out here. So what we're going to do is we're going to zero out our camera monitor here at the top of the clean out. And we're just going to drop down and take a good look. So it does appear to be ABS plastic sewer line. And again, a little bit of gaps in these joints here, as you can see. A little bit of gaps there in the joints there. A little gap in that joint there as well. And that's the tie-in of what appears to be a tie-in for possibly the bathroom area. So again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to push out. And again, we do have another tie-in in that area there. And again, a little bit of gap in those joints there too, as you can see. Just weren't properly seated. So again, we're just continue to push out. And again, another tie-in in that area there. And again, you can see a little bit of gap in the joint there, as well as that joint as well. So again, continue to push out. And as we push out, it does appear a little bit of water in this area here. Again, we're just going to continue to push out. So again, we got a little bit of a flat area here. You can see that you're holding water. We did shut the water down. So we do got about an 8-foot section of black ABS sewer pipe there that's holding water. Again, we're just continuing to push out. Again, as you can see, this area here is still a little flat because you're still holding some water in this area. And again, as I mentioned, all our water is shut down. As you can see, as I stop the camera here, you can see that you're still holding water in this area. So again, we're just going to continue to push out. Down here, we're going to make a little bit of a turn. Again, a little bit of a gap in those joints there, and we're going to make another turn. And it does appear that we transition to what appears to be cast iron sewer pipe. So what we're going to do is we're going to pause here for a moment. We're going to locate this area. Okay, we went ahead and located this area, and it is at approximately 5 inches deep on the right-hand side of the house. And there, again, as I mentioned, there is a second mainline sewer cleanout that's along the right-hand side of the house, and it's just in front of that. So we did mark it with a red crayon at approximately 5 inches deep. And again, it does appear that we're transitioning to what appears to be cast iron sewer pipe. And again, you can see the cast iron sewer pipe does have quite a bit of debris build up in that area there. So it does appear to be cast. And then it does appear that we're transitioning to what appears to possibly be vitreous clay. And again, as you can see here, that we do transition to vitreous clay. So again, we're going to mark this area as well. So we're just going to push in a little bit, and we're going to mark our transition from cast iron sewer pipe to vitreous clay. So there's maybe a short section of cast iron there. So we're just going to pause here for a moment. Okay, we went ahead and marked that area as well. And it's just approximately 2 feet in front of it. And we did mark it with the red crayon as well. So again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to push out. And again, this is our cast iron sewer pipe to what transitions to what appears to be vitreous clay. So again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to push out. And that joint appears to be in fair condition. Again, you can see a little bit of an offset in that joint there from about the 6 o'clock going up and around to about the 11 o'clock area. Again, a little offset there. Continue to push out. And again, a little bit of neoprene band exposed in that joint there. As you can see right around the 6 o'clock going all the way up to about the 11 o'clock area. There's a little bit of black neoprene band exposed in that joint. So again, we make a little bit of a turn. And again, in this joint as well, you can see a little bit of neoprene band exposed. So again, we're going to make another turn. And joint. Again, a little bit of offset there, but nothing major. So again, we'll just continue to push out. And here we do have some root intrusion in that joint there. And it does appear to be possibly a crack right around the 12 o'clock going all the way down to around the 5 o'clock area there. You can see there's what appears to be a crack. Again, very little difficult to tell, but it does appear to be possibly a crack. So again, we're going to mark this area here. So we'll pause here for a moment. Okay, we went ahead and located this area, and it is towards the front main unit. At the rear, they do have what appears to be a water heater in a metal water heater closet, and it does appear to be underneath the kitchen. So it is underneath the slab underneath the kitchen. So I'm not too sure, but it possibly they extended the kitchen out, and they extended the kitchen out over the vitreous clay sewer line. So again, we're unable to mark that area correctly. So again, we're just going to continue to push out, and we make a little bit of a turn. And again, a little more root intrusion in this area here. Again, we're just going to make a little bit of a turn. What we're going to do is we're going to push in a little bit, and we're just going to try to locate exactly. There appears to be a tie-in there, possibly for the front house. And we're just going to see where we're tying in at, and if this line is actually running underneath the main house. So we're going to pause here for a moment and locate this area. Okay, we went ahead and located this area, and the vitreous clay sewer line is running underneath the house. So we're just in the center of the dining room for the main front house. So again, what we're going to do is we're just going to push out, again, approximately another maybe 10 more feet. And again, you can see we do have some more root intrusion in that joint as well. But again, what we'll do is we're going to push in approximately another 10 feet or more. And then what we'll do is we'll pause here for a moment, and we'll just locate where we're at. Somebody's flushing a little bit of water. You can see in that area there. So again, we're just going to pause here for a moment. We're going to locate this area. I got to go find this one now.
It's in the living room.
I know, but I need to know for sure where it's going. You keep saying it's in the living room. I know that, Nathan. But what am I supposed to say? Right here in the living room. Where? They want me to.
How are you going to mark it in the living room?
Okay, we went ahead and located this area, and again, we're still in the front main house, in between the kitchen and the living room area. So again, we're just going to attempt to push out further, and again, possibly get out towards our city sewer tie-in. What we're going to do is we're going to pause our mic here for a moment and just attempt to push out. So we'll pause here. Okay, we did have quite a bit of buildup and debris in that area. It's a little difficult to push through. So again, what we're going to do is we're going to flush the toilet to see if we can get some water passing through. So we're just going to pause our mic here for a moment. Okay, we did flush the toilet, and we do have a little bit of water passing through now. So again, what we're going to do is we're just going to attempt to continue to push out. So I'm going to pause here for a moment. Okay, again, we went ahead and located this area, and again, when you pull in the driveway, it is on your right-hand side. I did place a little piece of blue painter's tape on the concrete, and what I'll do is I'll mark it with a red crayon. And we're still just underneath the house there, so it does appear that we're heading in that direction and coming out. And again, this property over time had several different renovations and different changes to the property over time. So there is multiple access points and multiple areas to access to get out to possibly into our city sewer tie-in. But again, we went from the furthest point at the back of the property to try to gain to see all the from the back part of the property all the way out towards the front of the property. So again, we are in vitreous clay, and again, this vitreous clay does appear to be running underneath the main house. And again, you can see in that joint there, we do have a fairly large offset. So again, we'll continue to pull back. Again, we're making another turn. And again, we're just pulling back, and as we pull back, we're pulling back and heading on just underneath possibly the living room area of the main house, heading towards the kitchen. So again, we're just continuing to pull back. Again, another offset in that joint there, as you can see. Right from about the 7 o'clock, or right around this 7 o'clock area, going all the way up and around to about the 1 o'clock area. So again, we're just going to continue to pull back. And again, another fairly large offset in this joint as well. We'll pull back slowly. Again, as you can see, from about the 6 o'clock going all the way up to about the 12 o'clock. And again, this is vitreous clay sewer pipe. And again, the vitreous clay sewer pipe does appear to be running underneath the front unit. And again, it does appear to be a root intrusion in that joint. And again, this is underneath the house. So again, another offset in that joint as well. Again, another minor offset in that joint as well. And again, more root intrusion in that joint there. So again, we continue to pull back. We'll make a little bit of a turn. And again, it does appear possibly another tie-in in that area as well. You can see that something was coming in from around the 9 o'clock area. That did appear to be another tie-in. So again, we're making a little bit of a turn. And again, more root intrusion there. And again, as you can see, push back in just a little bit. You can see in this area here, you can see possibly a crack in that joint there. Just behind the root intrusion, you can see that there appears to be what appears to be a crack from about the 12 o'clock going all the way down to around about the 6 o'clock area. So again, we're just going to continue to pull back. More root intrusion in that joint as well. Again, that joint appeared to be in fair condition. Make a little bit of a turn, and again, continue to pull back. And as we pull back, you can see that we do have neoprene band exposed in these joints here. So again, we just continue to pull back. And again, as we're pulling back, we're heading back towards our kitchen area. So again, we just continue to pull back. And again, as we pull back, we transition back into a short section of cast iron. You can see there, and then as we continue to pull back, we're transitioning back into black ABS sewer pipe. And again, we'll just continue to pull back. And all the water that appeared to be holding in that area seemed to run through. And again, as we pull back, just does appear to be a little flat in this area here. As you can see, where this area here is holding water. So again, this is at the rear of the property. This is for the rear EDU unit. Again, there's a tie-in there. So again, we'll just continue to pull back. And again, on this property, we did have multiple EDU units, multiple units in this property. So over the time, they did make quite a bit of changes and did a lot of renovation over time. And so, unfortunately, we're unable to get past 100 and I think it was approximately 105 feet on our camera monitor. So again, we're just going to pull back. We're going to pull up and out of our clean out.